If you have watched my previous videos, I have mentioned in my previous videos that why you should keep improving your learning curve, or why you should keep growing your learning curve. Whether you are trying to get a job or trying to learn new skills, or if you are trying to understand how fast the technology is growing, or even if you are looking to manifest your 2021 goals, there are speeches on TED Talk of every kind, and that will help you to learn, understand and grow in your field of interest. From speeches on education to practice mindfulness, TED Talks videos are the perfect source of inspiration and taking tiny steps towards living your best life or living the best version of yourself. Now, whether you are a teacher searching for motivational videos for your classroom, or you are college students and if you are trying to connect with your future, or even if you are a parent who is trying to connect with your kids, there is incredible content on TED, and I have learned many things from some of the best TED Talks ever, and those will help you to learn, grow and educate yourself. So let's start with that. So what is TED Talk now? If you don't know what is TED Talk, the TED Talk is a short presentation from world's best authors, entrepreneurs, speakers, teachers, scientists, actors and many others on technology, entertainment and design. And that is what represents TED, that is technology, entertainment and design. Now to put it in another way, TED is a non-profit institution that partners with individuals to assist in sharing their ideas globally. Until now, there are more than 3,500 TED Talks are available on their website. Also, it is available on YouTube, or also you can download their free app which is available on Android as well as iOS itself. And every day they post new videos with the right information and backed by science. In my opinion, TED Talks are the best way to learn and get the new information. You will get different opinions from different people on the same topic. So now let's see which are those best 7 TED Talks I have learned from. Number 1 is How to Stop Screaming Yourself by Mel Robbins. She's one of the most popular on-air commentator and opinion writers for CNN, and her unique brand and raw and relatable advice has made her one of the most sought after speakers and media personalities. She's one of the world's leading experts on behavioral change. Her research and tools have helped millions of people to overcome procrastination, self-doubt and anxiety. Watching her TED Talks, which was published in 2011, you get feelings that the mother of 3 is just getting started. Her well-researched and really powerful insights into what it means to be human comes after in both science and lovely Midwestern charm. She has made a name for herself by being blunt, unapologetic and yet totally vulnerable. It is not hard to understand why her TED Talks titled How to Stop Screaming Yourself Over is one of the most watched TED Talks of all time. Since her viral TED Talk or TEDx talk, she has become the most booked speaker or most booked woman speaker in the world. If you have never heard about the Mel Robbins before, Mel Robbins is known worldwide for developing the 5-second rule. The notion that if you don't act on an idea within 5 seconds, your brain will kill that idea. Her research and tools have helped millions of people push themselves out of ruts to build new habits and transform their lives. At 27 million views and counting, Robbins' TEDx talk has been called one of the most motivating TEDx talk of all the time. The best-selling author with the book title The 5-Second Rule, the master of motivation herself, Mel Robbins will blow your mind. I suggest you go right now, search Mel Robbins TEDx talks and watch that talk. The talk is last for 21 minutes, but it is worth watching. The number 2 is The Power of Vulnerability by Brené Brown. Brené Brown is a research professor at University of Houston. Brown has spent past 2 decades studying courage, vulnerability, shame and empathy. She is the author of 5 number 1 New York Times bestsellers. First one is The Gift of Imperfection, Daring Greatly, Rising Strong, Braving the Wilderness and Dare to Lead, which is the accumulation of 7 years study on courage and leadership. We see that everywhere, most modern culture stumbles on the side of suppressed feelings in an effort to display strength. However, as Brené Brown demonstrated in her pivotal research, vulnerability is anything but weakness. In fact, it takes true strength and courage to allow yourself to be vulnerable. By having the courage to be vulnerable and opening up to ourselves and the world around us, we can come directly in touch with our most authentic self, and in doing so, we can live much more fulfilling and happier life. If you watch her TED Talks, it touches on what she tells about her research and its outcomes. She explains why courage and vulnerability are so important in human beings, and most of us live in a fear. We live in a fear of vulnerability. Many of us fear vulnerability because we don't want to open up ourselves. But in her TED Talk, she suggests that through vulnerability, only we generate joy, creativity, and love. And watching her TED Talk, you will get inspired to be courageous enough and to be vulnerable. Now, number 3, and one of my favorite, is How Great Leaders Inspires Action by Simon Sinek. This TED Talk explains something so simple yet so powerful. He explains the vital ingredient that is missing from many organizations, or you can say many companies that we work with, that we work for, or that we buy the product or services from. He also talks about the idea that can stimulate the action. If you observe yourself, we find that messages and action from some leaders are inspiring, but others do not create any kind of impact. Simon Sinek says that as a leader, you have to ensure your team members not only understand your vision, but actively work to make it a reality. And then, and only then, you will be called as a leader. In his TED Talk, a writer of Start With Why explore his concept of golden circle, which is the main concept of his TED Talk. The golden circle is naturally occurring pattern which explains the biology of human decision making. And this biology of decision making will explain that why we are not inspired by some of the people, leaders, messages, or organizations, or the people around us. This is the golden circle that he uses in his TED Talks. He starts with the outer ring, and then middle, and then center. These three sections of the ring labeled as what, how, and why. Simon Sinek's further explanation about the golden circle correspond to the biology of human brain. The outer circle, the what, is like the outer layer of our brain, and this is what is represented in Homo sapiens brain, the place of rational thoughts, analytical data, and language. The inner circle of the golden circle, the why and the how, are related to inner layer of the brain, the limbic portion, where feelings such as trust, loyalty are generated. If you have ever heard about gut feeling, this is the place of decision making where that feeling comes from that two part of that golden circle. Simon Sinek suggests that when we communicate from what, the outer circle or the outer layer of the golden circle, the outer layer of the brain, where the decision comes from rational thought, analytical data, and the authority, when this happens, we are not actually appealing to the part of the brain where decisions are actually made. To make such decisions, the decisions which create the impact, leaders have to connect effectively via why and how of the limbic portion of the brain, the place of passion and the purpose, where others will make a gut decisions to follow the leaders or the footsteps of the leaders. And this is where our leaders are missing the point. And that's why we don't call them a leader. What we call them are the managers or the authorities. I suggest you guys don't miss this. Go to the TED Talk, go to the YouTube, and listen to this. Now, the number 4 is A New Way to Think About Creativity by Elizabeth Gilbert. The book list mentioned Elizabeth Gilbert is irrelevant, hilarious, zestful, courageous, intelligent, and masterful commands of her sparkling prose. What we do is we wait for the perfection at the beginning of something or anything that we start, and even if we get success at one area, we don't even try another because we have a fear. We live in a fear that what if we fail now? What if we fail in the next thing that we are doing? And that is what the whole talk is all about. Elizabeth Gilbert, famous for her novel Eat, Pray and Love, spoke of the dilemma she faced, and with that fear, writing a new novel was the huge task in front of her. She wanted to write, but she was facing a fear. And even she was thinking about all its negative outcomes, she wanted to write the next one. And she had that gut feeling to write. Further, she explained that she said that she found her inspiration to write again in the most unlikely manner. And that was by going back to her young college days and remembering how, despite 6 years of failed publication, her resolve to write never died. Because, as she mentioned, I love writing more than I hated failing at writing. Though her next book didn't do well and the one after that did, it didn't matter as much as it did to her before. She said, "My point is that I'm writing another one now, and I'm writing another book after that, and another, and then another." If you want clarity and if you're just thinking about the perfection, just go and watch this TED Talk. Even you can go back and watch her TED Talk again and again. You are gonna learn everything new every time you watch her TED Talk. The number 5 is New Bionics, Let Us Run, Climb and Dance by Hugh Herr. Hugh Herr is building a next generation of bionic limbs, robotics, prosthetics inspired by nature's own design. The reason he was inspired to do is because he lost his legs 30 years ago. But after watching him walk, now you will not even feel that he's wearing bionics. Now, as the head of MIT Media Labs Biomechatronics Group, he shows his incredible technology with the help of ballroom dancer Adrienne Haslet Davis, who lost her left leg in 2013 Boston Marathon bombing. The story he tells is about his journey, and the innovation is such a great example of the power of visuals to amplify the narratives. We can see in his talk that how this kind of application of technology lends itself to storytelling. The technology behind the solution and all the information, facts and data are absolutely important. Correct information and data are crucial, but people remember most of the stories they hear and they see. Dr. Herr's story has all of that. It's not about being sleek or perfect on stage. It's much more important to be real and to show and tell your story from the heart, while at the same time supporting the narrative with a logical framework and innovation. Number 6 is After Watching This, Your Brain Will Not Be the Same by Lara Boyd. Lara Boyd discusses how we learn, and ultimately it comes down to focusing, doing the work and disciplined practice. Dr. Boyd mentioned the many misconceptions people have about the way brain works, like how many people used to believe that the brain could not even evolve or change after the childhood. And she will tell you that it is completely wrong. Even when people are at rest, their brains are always functional and it is always working. She says the scientists reveal that every time people learn new skills or the facts, their brain changes. And this change is called neuroplasticity. Everyone's behavior changes their brain. These changes are not limited by age and they occur all the time. Dr. Boyd talks about how the brain can change in 3 basic ways to support new learnings, and those beings are chemical, alterable and functional. The brain is transformed by everything people do as well as everything people that don't do. And due to these factors, Dr. Boyd concludes that people really have the ability to build the new brain as they want. I found this video incredibly interesting and insightful. It is amazing to me how one organ inside our body can vary so greatly from person to person. What I always found interesting was how I might love listening these songs or eat specific food, and my friends might completely have a different taste. And this is a quite fascinating study for me. And that's why there are so many factors that influence the way people are, and it amazes me how such simple factors or factors that seem so simple can have such a big effects on the people. The way the brain works and the way people think has always been a fascination of mine. It amazes me that how there are 7 billion people in this world and everybody thinks in different way, everybody experiences the life in different way, and how everybody think in unique way and they see the things around them completely different the way than the next person see. Now the final one is How to Achieve Your Most Ambitious Goals by Stephen Jr. In his TED Talk, he explains what truly defines him is not a job title, but rather his approach to decision making. His unique approach transformed him from someone who struggled with simple tasks to someone who is continuously achieving even the most ambitious dreams. He describes his journey from being a 7th grade student with the C average grade, struggle to focus for more than 5 to 10 minutes at a time, to his extraordinary transformation to become head of currency option trading at the Bank of America and emerging markets at AIG International. Juniors attributes his successful trajectory to his personalized approach to his achieving his goals. During the TED Talk, he emphasizes that marginal adjustment to daily routines that can improve the decision making process and that can accrue into lasting change in your life. The focus should not be the result, but how to get there. Learning and developing the skills is the process, and if you want to get better, you have to work on yourself, and you need to keep learning and you need to keep improving your learning curve. And TED Talks are the best place that you can find new information with different approach and well backed by the science. While you are in the kitchen doing your course or you are doing something else at your home, invest your time listening one TED Talk daily. It takes less than 20 minutes to watch one TED Talk or just listen the TED Talks, but commit yourself 100% to learn and educate yourself. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, please hit that like button and do not forget to share and subscribe for the new videos that will help you to build a strong mindset, develop a grit and learn new things. Comment below if you have any question about the TED Talks or if you have any question related to inspiration, motivation and learning new things. I will try my best to answer your all questions. And also I am starting with a new session that is called Tuesday with Kiran. So in that session, I will be answering your questions. So if you have any question, please put that question in the comment box. Until next time, my friends, start today for better tomorrow and take action now and be legendary.